What's going on, guys? Big Bad Wolf Benny here, and again, welcome to my comic book corner. Today, I'm going to be doing one of the most infamous comic books ever. The Death of Superman. Now, I have like 3 different issues of this. I have one I read. I have this one that's open so I can show off what, the comic book came with. Came with like a little black band, for the morning of Superman. Came with stamps. It had like a fake newspaper ad with Superman's death, like obituary in it. Had a whole bunch of cool stuff with it. So I'm not gonna take it out right now. I'll do that in another episode. But wow, I remember this came out when I was like 5. Like 3 or 4. I remember being on the news. It was such a big deal that Superman died.
Match this week when DC Comics killed off the Man of Steel in a bout with an underworld villain. Associate's Leslie Kane reports the superhero was laid to rest and remembered at an El Toro comic book store on Friday.
Superman died in edition 75. The ink and paper format that gave him life 54 years ago did away with him Wednesday.
I mean, there's some heroes. He's the very first superhero. He started off the superhero. I mean, so he's the big guy. Without him, we don't have superheroes maybe as we know them today. So we also get introduced to Doomsday. The big guy, the guy who does it, who all villains are pretty much compared to in DC when it comes to raw strength. He's pretty much unkillable unless you've seen my other episode, the Superman Doomsday Hunter Prey. If you've seen that episode, you know how to kill him. But anyways, so in this, I mean, literally Doomsday comes to Earth, pretty much destroys the Justice League, destroys the U.S. Army, destroys everybody. Until Superman finally steps up. They're trading blows. You're seeing Doomsday with, his bones protruding through his knuckles and his elbows. They're cutting into Superman. That's how strong he is. He can actually cut into Superman's flesh. So, it was a shock for all of us. We've never seen Superman so pretty much powerless to stop somebody like that. Usually, he'll take a good hit and then he'll stand there and let you hit him and you don't do nothing. No, Doomsday beat the hell out of him. I mean, we've never seen that before. And like I said, in comics, there's been a lot of times where superheroes have died, and most of them come back. But at this time, man, Superman? Like, imagine, before this comic book came out, I'm sure everyone was like, oh, you think Superman will ever die? No, and nobody would have said, there's no way. But, this was such a big comic, and they, almost ruined DC Comics, because fans were outraged that Superman, the gold standard of superheroes, was killed. People were devastated by this. That just shows you how important that Superman is to the world. The real world doesn't even exist. He's been around for 70-something, maybe 80 years now. Doesn't exist, and he's probably inspired more people than I ever will. You know what I mean? So it's amazing that a fictional character can do that. So I think that's why I really do like Superman, is that he inspires people, and he's not real. That's ridiculous to me. But this comic was just so tragic. The very last page, they both pound each other. One last big punch, everything they got. Knock each other, kill each other. Doomsday's out. Lois Lane runs up to a bloody, battered Superman. And all Superman can ask is he dead? Is he down? Is he down? And she's crying yeah, you did it. And as soon as she knows that Doomsday's dead, he kind of stops fighting and just lets go. The last scene, the last image we see is Superman's torn, destroyed cape. Just floating in the wind. That was huge. I'm sure there was people who wept. I think I was a little too little to weep about it, but I couldn't believe it because I was only 3 to 4. But my Lord, it was a big, big issue. It's so infamous. Oh my God, people still to this day. It did inspire, the Batman vs. Superman, how that all happened. So, how you guys feel about that movie, I don't know. I personally think it's halfway decent. Wonder Woman saved that movie. Ben Affleck's Batman didn't do as bad as everybody thought, so we'll say it's a wash. It's not a terrible movie, but it's not a great movie either. So we'll say that. But anyway, guys, I'm your Big Bad Wolf Benny. I'm going to close out this comic book corner simply by saying, make sure you hit that red button. Make sure you ring that bell so you know we got new content out. I mean, you guys can like the video if you can dislike it. You can leave me a comment below on how I can make my episodes better. You can tell me how they're just perfect as is. I don't care. Give me some feedback. So anyway, guys, I'm going to sign off. I will see you next time on my comic book corner.